eyes closed. We will chant Om 3 times together. Om. 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 Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Gurave Namaha. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to the saints and sages of all religions. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and also the entire creation. Om. It is by the grace of God and Sri Gurudev, we all have assembled here in Sri Hariharananda Gurukulam to celebrate Sri Gurudev's Punyatithi. According to English calendar, it is tomorrow. A real spiritual person lives a life of completeness every moment. Again, I'm repeating. A real spiritual person lives a complete life every moment. What does it mean? Every moment with pure love for God, fulfilling one's own duty and responsibility, whatever, as the worship of the divine, and remembering who knows next moment. What will happen next moment? No one knows. So this is what spiritual life is. Let us think, are we living like that? Or sometimes we are very happy, excited, joyful. Other times we are unhappy, upset, sad, depressed, and so on. If we are living like this, then we are not spiritual. The spiritual masters, they teach us how to live continuously in God consciousness, continuously, especially in the path of Kriya Yoga, which Sri Gurudev told, it is the easiest technique. Susukham kartum. The foundation of Kriya Yoga is breath. As breath is so easy to take in and out, if there will be difficulty in breathing, we run to the doctor, to the hospital. So also Kriya Yoga. That is why in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord said the same thing, Sahaja Karma. The Lord said, Sahaja Karma. Sahaja Karma Kaunteya. O son of Kunti, practice Sahaja Karma. Breath is Sahaja Karma. Sahaja, one meaning is easy. The other meaning is that which is with us since our birth and continues till death. Saha Jayate iti. Saha means with. Jayate is born. With our birth, when the umbilical cord is disconnected, we start breathing. It continues till the last. Every breath, one should be conscious. Conscious of who? Who am I? Sri Gurudev said, Chintaya mana koham. O mind, reflect upon who are you? Bada aham soham. Remember, realize, I am he. Sri Gurudev said in another expression, I and he are one and always have been one. Just like the ocean and the wave are one cannot separate the wave from the ocean. Sri Gurudev said, any thought will come. Love God. If it is a bad thought, Sri Gurudev said, return it to God. If it is a bad thought. If it is a good thought, entertain it. Sri Gurudev said, thought and God are one. Chinta ebang chintamani. Chintamani means God. Chinta means thought. Thought and God are one. One will tell why God is giving us bad thought. If God is giving us bad thought, why it is coming? It is a play to help you to grow up. You will tell why God is not giving all the time good thoughts. You will be bored. If you will be given sweet all the time, you may not like it, too sweet. I need some little salty food, human tendency. However, Kriya Yoga is, when I was staying with Sri Gurudev and he was telling Kriya Yoga is the easiest, simplest, surest, quickest, and the best. When he was talking like this, I was young. Then I was thinking, oh God, it is like marketing. There are many paths. Why he's telling this is the best and not other path the best? Why he's telling this? Slowly, when I grow up, even today, I repeat the same thing. What Gurudev said is true. For example, do japa. You cannot do japa all the time with mala. Even if you have concentration, because you have to take food, you have to go to toilet, you have to do other works, you cannot do japa with mala. Keeping the mind with God, living in the world, doing the work. Sri Gurudev said, just like the needle of the compass, navigator's compass, always points to north. Your mind should always be pointing to north in his presence. The mind will be there and be in the world to do our work and to fulfill the duty and responsibility. Spiritual life is not running away from one's duty and responsibilities. It is not escapism. It is not escapism. In the lineage of Kriya Yoga, the masters, if you look, we have householder masters. Householders lived a completely ordinary family life. Sometimes I tell, if you think of Sri Lahiri Master, to think how he was. He was young, grew up in a good environment in Kashi, married, having a job under the British government, was transferred to Raniket, and he had no work really, very little work. He was working in the hilly area. Somebody called him, Shamacharan, idhara, come here. Who is calling me my name? And you know this story. He did not recognize who he was. When Sri Babaji asked him, do you recognize me? He said, no. Do you recognize this place? He said, no. Then Babaji touched him. Through this divine touch, he had the revelation of his past. He realized my guru of my previous life. And he recognized the cave, he recognized the blanket, he recognized, and he got hold of the feet of his guru, cried. He was initiated into Kriya Yoga. Then he wanted, I don't want to go back. I don't want to worry about wife. But Sri Lahiri Mahasaya was directed by his guru, Shamacharan, you have to go back. You have to lead a simple family life and to be a good example that spiritual life is not the monopoly of the sadhus, the monks living in the caves. It is for anybody. You just think, with all these experiences, he came back. He lived a family life. Till his initiation, he had no children. His children were born after initiation. The purpose of telling this, some people might think we should leave everything and to be this. Not needed. Wherever you are, with whatever duty and responsibility you have, fulfill it. When we are thinking of Sri Gurudev lived a complete life. Sometimes we discussed Sri Gurudev's life. If we divide a part of his life completely in Bengal, the another part of life in Odisha, his sadhana. Another part of life as a teacher traveling in India and abroad. The last part of his life only in the West. Again, I'm telling, till 1938, he lived in Bengal. Although he was 31 years, he didn't come to Puri. From 31 years till 1948, completely sadhana, Shiva. And to remind you, Sri Gurudev was serving as a teacher in the ashram school. Sri Gurudev was doing any seva given to him, even not given to him. Those who have read Sri Gurudev's life, for some period he observed silence. During that period, he himself, with his own hand, he made the footpath with the bricks, cement, sand, all himself. Every day I will fix, for example, 40 bricks, all alone. Another thing you should also remember, spiritual life is not a lazy life. Spiritual life is not a lazy life. Lazy life is tamasic. Spiritual people are not tamasic. From tamasic nature to be rajasic, from rajasic to be sattvic, from sattvic to being Shuddha Sattva. So this is the way. So rajasic means, which Gurudev said, be active, but maintaining calmness. Be calmly active, be actively calm. So Sri Gurudev was doing everything. And how obedient he was. Obedient to his, the ashrams in charge. Human mind, human ego cannot easily accept another as the, to follow. One will tell, my guru is this, who are you? You are just in charge. No, whoever is in the charge, he is representative of the guru. I love to follow him. One day, Gurudev wanted to, the Korar ashram, there was no boundary wall. There was not even fence. Slowly, Gurudev developed it. In the property, there were two tropical needle trees, Jhaun, Casuarina. So what Gurudev did, he saw these two trees, they are not really useful for gardening. He cut it down without asking the Swami in charge. The Swami in charge, he was a little short-tempered person and also moody. When he saw these two trees are cut down, and it is done by Sri Gurudev, Rabbi, he called him, chastised him, and told him, you have to bring two big size sapling and replant, then you will have your food. No complaint. No justification. Why I did? Obedience. It was not such pleasant weather, and situation was not such friendly. And during those days, the big saplings were available in Lokanath temple area. Those who know Puri and Lokanath temple, they can easily know how many kilometers distance. He went himself, brought two saplings himself. Those who have seen Gurudev, he is a very, soft, tender, and not, hard-working, sturdy person like this. To me, his body was just like butter. If you touched his body, it is like butter. He came, he planted it, went and bowed down to Swami Shivanandaji. Then he said, go and have your food. The purpose of telling this, that obedience in spiritual life, if we do not follow the path of obedience, we cannot really grow up. You'll say, to whom to obey? Whoever, I will obey it, obey him. Obey the Guru, follow the teachings. And without doing seva, the mind will not be purified. Seva purifies the mind. Seva brings humility. Seva brings inner discipline. Seva brings alertness. And whatever seva we do, we do seva for the Gurus. I have seen in Amritsar. I was once in Amritsar. Those who do not know, just to tell you, Amritsar is the holiest city for the Sikh religion. I have never seen such a neat and clean premises in the whole India among all holy shrines. So neat and clean. Sometimes you will find your shoe is also cleaned. You kept shoe and entered the temple. When you come out to collect your shoes, you find your shoes are cleaned. Not only cleaning the property, cleaning your shoes, food, everything. It is through seva. We are serving the Guru. Sri Gurudev used to say, the ashram should be so holy. Anybody who will enter the door of the entrance of the ashram will feel that I am in a different place. Once the governor of Odisha, his name was Bhagavad Dayal Sharma. He was visiting Kodar ashram, the ashram of Sri Yukteswar in Puri. So at the entrance, he stopped. He felt something. And he's not moving. He felt somebody pushed him from the back. He moved like a machine. So he went to Sri Yukteswar's shrine and visiting all this, sat with Gurudev. He said, when I stood there, I felt something. It is a special place. I don't know. Somebody gave a push in my back. I moved like a machine. I really lost my ordinary awareness. Then Gurudev smiled. He came next time and got initiated. And he really loved Gurudev like anything. The purpose of telling this, in Sri Gurudev's word, the ashram should be maintained really clean, pristine. Atmosphere should be more joyful and what more? Sattvic atmosphere. Sri Gurudev lived up to his 31 years of age in Bengal, became a textile engineer, met his gurus, did his sadhana. He could not follow his guru completely. His Gurudev Swami Sri Yukteswarji told, in your destiny, you have to be a monk. You come and stay in my ashram in Puri. Gurudev was not mentally prepared. But he was, destiny compels. He came in 1938 till 1948, period of sadhana. 1948 till 1974, traveling in India. 1974 till 1996, he was commuting West and East India, abroad India. 1996, December, these days, he left India and he has not come back till his body came here after his Mahasamadhi. Last 96 till 2002, complete 6 years, he lived in West, and 1998 September till 2002 December 3rd in USA. And that was in the ashram in Miami. Sri Gurudev as an ashramite or as a monk, brahmachari, he lived the longest period in Kodarasram Puri, the second longest period in the ashram in Homestead, Miami. Sri Gurudev in 1996, March, told me, many times he was telling, the body may not stay too long, but he was blessing everybody that live 100 years. And Sri Gurudev's life was extremely disciplined and in every way. I was asking yesterday, Swami Swarupanand, who is sitting there, he's many years, senior in joining ashram, living in ashram, doing seva, Sri Gurudev. I asked him, have you ever seen Sri Gurudev taking Mahaprasad? He was showing the finger like this. Have you ever seen Sri Gurudev taking puri, luchi, deep fried, samosa, bada? He was smiling and he was telling, no. And that was Sri Gurudev. His food, his quantity of food, his getting up early in the morning. I was asking, where was Gurudev's bathroom? You can't imagine. He was in his 70s, late 70s. His bathroom was outside his room, maybe 8 steps, 10 steps to walk. Yes or no? 10 steps outside in winter. And Sri Gurudev didn't like cold weather. He didn't like it. But he had to go. And what type of toilet? Indian toilet. And his bathroom, to wash his body, it was 25 steps. Yes or no? 25 steps, completely near the entrance, near the well hand pump, a small room. And suppose we come to ashram, we ask, is there attached bathroom or not? Attached bathroom we need. Our Gurudev, he lived like this, very, very disciplined in every way. Sri Gurudev used to say, being a teacher, one should also discipline the nail, discipline the look, discipline the word. This is our Gurudev. And Sri Gurudev told in 1996 March to me, if I can live 5 more years, I'm telling wrong, 1997 March. 1997 March, he told, if I can live 5 years more, it will be a great help for you. As I told you, Sri Gurudev, last few days, 25th November, he was taken to the hospital. 25th November till 2nd, 3rd December, he was in hospital. It was one of the biggest hospitals in USA. And the hospital is so neat, so clean. However, by God and Guru's grace, and with the love of the 2 mothers who were taking care of Sri Gurudev, I had the opportunity to be there those last few days, day and night with him. And especially night time was my duty to sit. He was on the bed. Till 2nd, the thought was in us that he will recover and we'll take him back to ashram. Here, Sampurnanji is there because she was there. So how to take care of him, because his health is becoming more delicate. Another thing, let me tell you. In October 2002, that was my last and longest, interaction with Sri Gurudev, and he was just telling and I was listening. He told me few things. He said, I came in joy, I'll leave this world in joy. You'll never operate my body, no surgery, no surgical instrument, no surgery on my body. I was thinking, why is he talking like this? So when the doctor asked me in the hospital, do we want to know what is happening to him? I said, no. I don't know. The doctor was happy, and she said, I am not an astrologer. Few months, few weeks, or few days. That was what she uttered. Sri Gurudev had 2 times asked me during our stay in the hospital, are you ready? Let us go. Are you ready? Today, the 2nd December was the first time it came from my mouth to Sampurnanji, telling that she should go, he should go, Baba should go. And she asked me, really, do you want this? I said, yes. That was the first time it came from my feeling that Sri Gurudev, Guru is Guru. Guru never goes. And today the day. In life, we live with many types of relationships. We have. Sri Gurudev was talking about relationship. He said, Baba, the doctor, he's coming and treating me, very nice person. And really, she's amazing personality. Gurudev said, she never asked me, what is meditation? What is Kriya Yoga? In hospital, he was talking to me. So I looked at Gurudev. Gurudev said, do you know why? I looked at him and he said that because I am his patient and he is my doctor. So there is a doctor-patient relationship. And just to tell you, Gurudev is unique, incomparable. In USA, a patient is going to the dentist or to the physician or doctor. Don't know how does he go? Carry the basket of fruits. Rose, from the garden. All this. So it was just like fruits, flowers, and Gurudev will be there and give fruit, flower here, give flower there. Even the doctor was upset with Sri Gurudev and expressing her concern and speaking to Sampurnanji that he's a patient, I'm a doctor, there's a protocol. He should not do this. Bringing all these things to, and Gurudev is Gurudev, and he's just like, he was just like a king, really king. So majestic in his appearance, his gait, his movement, his look. One day Gurudev and myself flying from Zurich to Vienna. So people gave so much of flowers. So Gurudev told me to carry it. So I am carrying. We sat down in the aircraft. Gurudev told me, you take the flowers and give to the flight attendants. They are young ladies in their uniform. I was feeling shy. Gurudev will go and give them flowers. So I went and because I have to follow. So giving them, my Gurudev has given, Gurudev they will not follow, my master has given this gift to you. He has given, they were really excited. Nobody treats. And how can one expect a flight attendant this type of treatment? This is what Gurudev is. So however, when Gurudev was telling the doctor is not, never asked me. Then he told, do you know what will happen? Once I leave my body, One day she will come to you and she will ask, what is Kriya Yoga? What is meditation? How to learn it? You cannot believe. It was not too long. Long after Gurudev's, the doctor came, and in Sri Gurudev's room, she asked me, what is Kriya Yoga? What is meditation? How to practice it? And she learned it. Sri Gurudev told, and so today's the, you cannot imagine. Yes, mind on one hand tells, let it go. The relationship, as I'm telling, relationship, it is, I have asked quite a few times, it is a guru-disciple relationship or disciple-guru relationship? It is a disciple-guru relationship, not guru-disciple. Because if it is guru-disciple, the first comes the guru and making relationship. Yes, guru makes, but no. The disciple is to make relationship. If you read autobiography of Yogi, in the beginning, Paramahamsa Yogananda is writing disciple-guru relationship. India is the country, since time immemorial, has emphasized this relationship and the role of the guru in spiritual life with so much of profundity, and clearly it is highlighted, guru is needed in life. My Gurudev used to tell, if one young student, the exact example and words of Gurudev, do you know what happened with Gurudev? When I stayed with him, I was listening to him. Then I wrote down when he was teaching. Then later on, I recorded his teachings. Then when he was not there, I was listening and transcribing his teachings. So Gurudev's words, by his grace, Gurudev used to tell, if he didn't say medical student. He said a doctor student will go to medical school, will follow the professor in theory, in practice. A good student always goes to the professor, sir, I could not follow this. Can you please help me? The medical student runs behind and the same student will be qualified as a doctor. Qualified as a doctor doesn't mean that we'll be a good doctor. Practicing with sincerity, eagerness, learning, and slowly becomes an expert. In the same way, Sri Gurudev is telling, a spiritual seeker should be following the teacher, the teachings, theory and practice, and practice, and then one will perfect. What more to say? To me, being with Gurudev, staying with him, whatever period I could stay, or he allowed me to stay, and that is the most amazing or extraordinary moment and the most beautiful relationship. Unselfish, pure love, and what he was. He was sometimes strict with his disciples, and sometimes very sweet. And to understand Sri Gurudev is very difficult. Once he told me, no one has understood Hariharananda. If anybody will try to understand Hariharananda, will become mad. Then he looked at me and told, you have understood 5%, and that is enough. So in course of time, I realized 5% was his grace mark. To understand him is really difficult. I don't know if I know 1%, even less than 1% of him. It's so vast. He's so great. He's so deep. As I told you, living with him and serving him, trying to follow as much as possible. I can't say, as I told you yesterday when he was telling, take this tablet. If I would have been really obedient, take it. Why it took a moment in me, I'll keep it in my pocket in the name of going to take water outside. So the mind tells, if I could have understood him a little bit more, or understood Guru disciple, this disciple Guru relationship, I could have become more sincere. It doesn't matter. Whatever he gave, Gurudev is Gurudev. So I'll tell you the story. After Gurudev's Mahasamadhi, it was the next day. His body is on the bed, his bed, where he used to live, his bedroom. I was sitting in the room, and because of all these happenings, so no sleep. In the meantime, I have slept a little. In the room, nobody's there. Then I was dreaming. I love dreams. In the dream, I'm dreaming of the bedroom, dreaming of his body lying on the bed. I'm talking of the dream. And in the dream, I'm holding a newspaper and reading. A newspaper is one Odia newspaper. Its name is The Samaj. And on the cover page, there is the news of Sri Gurudev's Mahasamadhi with a small photo. So when I'm reading in the dream, the newspaper, Sri Gurudev's body, which is lying motionless on the bed, turned the side and looked at me in the dream. And he told me, asked me, what are you reading? Then I said, Baba, reading the newspapers. What is the news? Then I told about the news of Mahasamadhi. He said, is it not lie? Immediately I got up from my dream state, became awake, looking at him, and his body is there. And to great surprise, when I came back to India and we had Bhu Samadhi of Sri Gurudev, and there were all the newspapers were there for those days. I was looking at, you can't imagine, I'm not telling story. The same Samaj newspaper, on the cover page, the photo which I dreamt, and the news caption, the same photo I have dreamt of. Is it a dream? Is it real? It doesn't matter. To me, my Gurudev is. When there is little, he comes in night in my dream and tells me, talks with me. So in the morning I get up, I feel happy. Rarely I tell somebody of this. Tonight, today Gurudev came and told. Once I thought that I'll write down all these dreams, but never I have done it. But he is. The masters are. The masters never when a sincere disciple needs, even they can come in physical form and be present to help. But we, unfortunately, we do not use that opportunity of maintaining healthy, loving, devoted relationship with the Guru, and to grow up. To follow the Guru is to follow the teachings. To follow the Guru, to be obedient and to be grateful. And there is a beautiful verse in Sanskrit. Ekam apyaksharam yastu guru sishyat prabodhayet pruthivyam nasti tadravyam yat dattva aruni bhavet. Ekam api aksharam yahatu guru sishyat prabodhayet. There is not a, if the Guru is teaching a single syllable, eka akshara, one letter, there is nothing in the world which you can pay back to be free from that indebtedness. That is the attitude of the disciple. That should be the attitude. I'm so grateful. I'm so indebted. How can I pay it back? Sri Gurudev used to sing a song in Bengali, আমি তোমারই গাহি জয়, তুমি জড়ায় রয়েছ, ছড়ায় রয়েছ, নিখিল বিশ্বময়, আমি তোমারই গাহি জয়. O Guru, O God, I sing your glory, your joy, let you be victory. Yours is the victory. You are holding me, but you are away from me. You have become the whole universe. You are permeated in the whole universe. তুমি কত যে দিয়েছো আমারে, আমার কি আছে দেবারে তোমারে? You have given so much to me. What really I have, which I can give you back in return? যদি আমার আমিকে দি বলিদান, সেই হবে অক্ষয়, আমি তোমারই গাহি জয়. If I can give up my I-ness, ego, then that will be. And if we think of our lives, how much we are in ego, how much ego, I did this. Aham, mama, ego and mindness, possessiveness. Today, the last night in Sri Gurudev's physical company, you can imagine his smile. Smile on the face of Gurudev, it's so beautiful. Smile. Life is a gift of God, the rarest of rare opportunity. We are human beings. Sri Gurudev's definition of Manushya, Mantramaya Purusha. Gurudev used to say Mantramaya Purusha, Manushya. Mantramaya Purusha means mantra is truth. We should be established in truth. Mantra is liberating. Our life should be for liberation. Manushya, on this special day, thinking of him, loving him, praying for him. Mind is more and more in him. Do you know, speak of Gurudev. If you'll stay with Gurudev, you'll be really confused. You can easily be confused if you are not prepared. And it is his play. It's a play to those who are really sincere could stick to him. Otherwise, Gurudev used to say, many came, many left. The same thing happened with Jesus. Jesus said to his apostles, he said, so many people came, so many left. When you are going to leave me? It is in the Bible. He asked, when you are going to leave me? Jesus said, the birds have nest, the Son of Man has no place to live. So Gurudev said, I'm a free bird in free air. I built many ashrams, I left all ashrams. I'm not attached. I'll tell one story from Gurudev's life. I'll conclude it. When speaking of the ashram and attachment, the in-charge under whom Sri Gurudev grew up and whose behavior was often unbearable, but Gurudev endured. And Sri Gurudev told, I endured, it is true, but he was a protection from many ways. During my period of sadhana, he really protected me, Gurudev was telling. He was transferred. He was transferred from Puri to Ranchi. And Gurudev was to take him to the train station. And he was so sad. He lived in Puri. And, Puri, Lord Jagannath, seaside, natural attachment. And his sadness, what mistake I did? Why did Yoganandaji transfer me from Puri to Ranchi? Seeing his miserable condition, Sri Gurudev told me sometimes, I decided I'll not be attached to any place. He taught me through his emotional attachment, wherever I am, I'll not be attached. And truly, he was not attached. Sri Gurudev said, be compassionately detached. Be compassionately detached. No need to tell I'm detached, I'm detached. Live joyfully. Everybody will think that you love them so much, but inwardly knowing that no one belongs to me. One day, one mother in Germany, I was with Sri Gurudev, and she told Gurudev should come with passport, and told Gurudev, I should also come with my passport to go to the notary. Sri Gurudev didn't ask why. Sri Gurudev told me that that mother has told that we both should go with the passport with her. I asked why. Gurudev said, she has told, let us go. So I followed Gurudev. Then I asked her, what is the problem? Why you are calling us? Then she said, I want to give all my property to Gurudev, going to notary. I think in West, the notary can do all this work. I told Baba, Gurudev, we are sitting in the car, not in the car, already we have reached the notary's office. I said, Baba, yes. I said, Baba, she is going to give all her properties to Gurudev. He said, what? I said, Baba, she is going to give all the properties to Gurudev. Gurudev said, is it so? Call her. I called her. Are you going to give me the property to me? She said, yes, Baba, I want to give all my property to you. Gurudev said, I left my father's property. I left all the ashrams. It was in 1998, 98 July, June, July. I left everything and you give me property. Let us go back. So we came to the notary's office and then we went back. He didn't ask. He could have asked why you are taking. It was nice play. Gurudev is Gurudev. on this special day, thinking of him, praying for all of you. Let us close our eyes for a few moments. Let us think of Sri Gurudev. His invisible presence. His love. His sadhana. His sacrifice. He is the one who has brought us together. We should be grateful. Let us pray to God and Sri Gurudev. Bless me. Help me. Teach me. Train me. I will transform myself, changing my life and attitude. In every breath, I will love you. I bow to you. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the saints and sages of all religions. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev on this special evening, thinking of him, praying for him, praying to him to bless each one of us. Let there be peace, progress, and prosperity in us, in our family, in this beautiful country, in our own countries, in the entire creation. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschit dukkha vak bhavet. Om purnamadah purnamitam, purnat purnamudachyate, purnasya purnam adaya, purnam eva avasishyate. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you all.